Dara. This is 30 minutes of core strength. Let's do this. I'm a PT as well as a strength coach and a yogi. I'm gonna take you guys through just a little bit of a standing yoga warm-up, nothing crazy. Then we're gonna take it down onto the mat. We've got a core series today, 3 moves, a little spicy, a little ab work. This is for you if you've got any lower back issues. Again, if you're just trying to get stronger, more core strength, over 40, sports, this is your class. We're just gonna keep it pretty simple to start off with. A little bit of a standing yoga warm-up just to get the body moving, and then we're gonna take it down onto the mat, stretch, core, that's it. Subscribe to the channel to get notifications of live class. I have a low back free guide. If you have lower back issues or if you just want a done for you guide, you can click on the link in my caption or in the bio and download it. So it's just gonna go more in depth in what we're doing today. Let's start off in standing though. So grab a mat. That's all you need for today. Sometimes I'll use weights. Today, we're not gonna do the weights. Let's just reach up to the sky, get some length in our spine. Just check in with your body, see how everything's moving, feeling, reach, lengthen. Take a nice long inhale, focus on that nice tall spine, tall posture. Take this with you throughout the rest of the day. Crown of the head to the ceiling, lengthen, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, bring the arms all the way down, knees are soft, relax, shake out any tension, release any tension. Everything should feel really nice on the body, no tension in the lower back, knees are nice and soft. Shake it out, release, breathe. On your next inhale, halfway lift, flat back, starting off nice and slow, nice and mellow, just getting the body warmed up for our challenging core sequence coming up. Hold it here, straighten out the knees if you want more of a stretch in the back of the hamstrings, brace with your abs. This is your hinge, hip hinge here, tuck the chin, one breath. And then bring the hands down, step back into plank. We're gonna do a little bit of planks in our warm-up today just to get the shoulders warmed up, a little bit of that upper body. Again, your core is more than just your abs. Upper body is part of it. Spread your fingers wide, push away from the mat, tuck the chin and hold it here for one breath. Abs are on. And then exhale, knees down, slowly lower elbows close to your sides. Uncurl your toes, elbows in, press yourself up into a little baby cobra. This should feel nice on the lower back. Pull the shoulders down out of your ears. Hold it here for one breath. Abs are on just a little bit. Protect the lower back. And then exhale back down. Uncurl your toes. Push yourself back downward facing dog. That is our whole entire warm-up flow. Nothing too crazy. Pedal the feet out. Give your calf and ankles a nice little stretch. Again, we're doing this to get our back stronger, healthier, more resilient. You don't need to have lower back pain to get benefit from this class or this core work. If you just want a stronger core, that's also okay. If you just need to stretch today, this is for you. Walk your hands back to your feet. This is for everybody. Rolling up one vertebrae at a time, head coming up last. We want mobility, supple joints, as well as strong muscles. That's everybody. Doesn't matter who you are. You want to have flexibility as well as strength. Round 2, inhale, reach to the sky, crown of the head to the ceiling. Step lengthen through the spine. One breath here. And then exhale, forward fold, bring the arms all the way down. Round 2, we're just going to do one more just like this, keeping it nice and easy. Shake it out, speeding it up a little bit for round 2. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. This is your yoga sun salutation, a sequence. If you're not used to a lot of yoga, pretty simple, right? Should just feel nice. Tuck the chin, abs are on. Hands come down, plank. I did say we have more planks in the warm-up, so just get ready. I'll show you some options, modifications, spreading the fingers wide. Push away from the mat, right? I'm not here, I'm here. Abs are on. Exhale, either knees down or all the way down. Challenge yourself. Work that upper body. Uncurl your toes, press yourself up. If this feels nice on the back, come all the way up into up dog. Now again, if this feels kind of pinchy and funky on your lower back, I want you to first think about pulling the shoulder blades down out of your ears to engage those big lat muscles. It's gonna help to stabilize that lower back. And then also have the abs on a little bit. So a little bit of contraction of those abs. It's also gonna help to stabilize that lower back. Or just keep it down lower, right? If coming all the way up feels like not great, then just keep it low. And then exhale back down. So we're trying to get all types of movement into our spine. We're always hunched over, flexed over our desk, our computers, our cars all day. So our spine needs movement, some extension, some flexion, some rotation. We're gonna get a little bit of rotation in when we do our oblique work in our core series. Get that spine moving. We all need a healthy, supple spine and all of our joints, ankles included. Pedal the feet out, get those ankles moving. That's your base of support. Better have some flexible feet and strong, right? Walk your hands back to your feet last time. And then we're moving on to planks, I said. Rolling up slowly, vertebrae one at a time. Head coming up last. Inhale, reach to the sky. Planks are next. Finishing up our warm-up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Use your breath. That is also part of your core. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. My lower back guide, which is free, which you should grab, is going to go into more of that breath work and why that is so important and teach you how to breathe better. Come down into plank. Exhale, lower however you want, knees down or all the way down. Challenge yourself, work that upper body. Uncurl your toes. Up dog or cobra. Again, if you want to keep it here, if this feels better, if you want to come all the way up, this should just feel nice, right? Really nice on the lower back. Nice stretch. Open the chest. We are moving on after down dog. Exhale, back down. Press yourself back downward facing dog. We're moving on. If your wrists are a little sensitive and you're like, this is kind of like I can't do a lot of planks for my wrists, you can double up the mat or just take a break, right? Give your body a break if you need to get a little bit of rest on those wrists. I want you to extend longer into your down dog. Push yourself away from the mat. Stretch out that booty. Flatten out that upper back. Get a nice stretch in your calf, your hamstrings. I feel this in my calves a lot. One more breath here. Enjoy the stretch. Active stretch. Abs are engaged. And then bring the knees down. And let's just roll out the shoulders and the wrists. Again, some people just have kind of sensitive wrists and shoulders, so just give them a break. Move them around. Adapt slowly, right? So just don't spend as much time in that position if you just have more sensitive wrists and planks are not your friend. But just roll everything out. So we're going to come back into that plank. We're going to go down dog to plank, down dog to plank. And we're going to add a little bit of oblique work. I'll show you. So if you're ready, and again, you can modify as needed, take breaks. So I'm going to start off in my plank, lining up. Wrists under the shoulders. I'm engaged in my shoulders, so I'm not here. I'm here. My fingers are spread wide, so I have more contact and stability, right? Chin is tucked in, all these little things. And then I'm going to exhale back into downward dog. So just do that a few times. It's my dog sneezing in the background. Inhale, exhale, abs are on. Inhale. And if you want, reach that left hand to that opposite shin, obliques, and back. Reach and back, looking through. Again, this is totally optional. If you need to take a break, come into child's pose, whatever. We're just finishing out our warm-up with a little bit of upper body. A lot of us don't get enough of that. That is part of your core, those shoulders, your back. Exhale, twist. And reach. We're going to start off with some oblique work. Easy. Bicycle crunches. That's going to be our first move in our series. We have a series of 3 moves. I will go through them coming up next. Let's do 2 more just like this. 1 more. Last time. Bring your knees down. Let's do a little bit of thread the needle. So speaking of rotation movement in that upper mid-back, inhale, reach. All the way through. I'm gonna get my necklaces out of the way. So again, I want you to think about rotation. Exhale as I come through. Last little warm up just to get the spine warmed up. This is nice for the shoulders, for the back, upper back, lower back. Inhale, rib cage expands. Exhale through. If this isn't great on your shoulders, you can also modify just like this, right? So thread the needle. One of my favorites, this move right here. Good to open up the shoulders. Give this to my patients for shoulder issues, lower back. It's nice, that mid back on most people. Let's do the other side. A lot of people have a tight, stiff upper back. And if that mid back, that thoracic spine where the shoulder blades are, if that's not moving well, you are going to drive more stress to the shoulders, to the neck, to the lower back. So let's move it. Get some nice, healthy rotation. Let's do a few more here, and then we're going to start off with our series. We got 3 moves today. Every class I do different, right? So Friday's class might have a little bit more glutes. We work today a little bit of obliques. We're going to finish with a hold, a hollow body hold. Let's do 2 more just like this. And then I'm going to talk you through our series for today. Short, fast, hard. Last one. All right, come on to your back. So we've got bicycle crunches, we've got a hollow body hold, that's some deep core, and we've got a V up. So a little bit of obliques is the focus today. Again, some rotation with our bicycles. I want you to really think about using some of these moves. What is my target, my emphasis? I'm gonna talk it through because a lot of times people are doing this core work and they're not really paying attention, or they're not really sure what they're even working. So the more you understand this, the more you can get more out of your workout, right? So bicycle crunch, everybody knows a bicycle crunch, right? Kind of easy. So we're starting with those. Modify as needed. Again, my chin is tucked in. I've got 3 rounds, 3 moves. That is the class for today. Modify, take breaks whenever you need to. We're gonna finish with some stretching. I want you to get some nice length. So this first round, a little bit longer, build some endurance, build some fatigue, right? We have different focuses. So today's class, working on some endurance, right? There's no weights. We're not using the weights today. Again, another class, maybe if you go heavier with your weights, different point, right? So today, a lot of obliques across, across, across. Why do we want to work on our obliques? Well, some of us, maybe it's just we want nicer looking abs, but those obliques, they help you to create power, leverage across your body. That's for your sports. That's for walking, that's just for life, that's for just being functional as we get older. So again, opposite arm to opposite knee, we're driving power across the body. So think about your belly button as your center, as your axis, and then I'm just reaching. Shoulders are off the floor, chin is tucked in, my neck is supported by my hands. I'm breathing. Don't forget to breathe, get some nice extension, really move the legs. It's not this, right? Get that full rotation, rotate, rotate. Take breaks whenever you need to because again, we are doing a lot in a short amount of time. So we're not gonna take a lot of breaks today. We've got a lot to cover. So this is our first move. Our second move is a V up. Our last move is a hold, a hollow body, deep core hold. So I'm going to show you guys options for that one to make it easier or harder. So let's finish up bicycles. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Pretty basic, right? Nothing crazy. Everybody's done a bicycle crunch at some point. In 4. In 3, long set here. In 2. In 1, relax. V-ups. I'm going to give you options for these. So full extended here and back down. Here and back down. If you want to simplify this, you're like, yeah, my neck is sore. You could kind of turn this into more of that oblique style crunch. If this is feeling good to you, I want you to think about lower back stays pressed down as my legs lower. That is the hard part. So the coming up should feel like a crunch. The coming down should feel like those abs are so tight that I'm not arching in my lower back. That is what I'm looking for. That is the emphasis, is as I lower, I'm still pressing down as if I'm holding that crunch the whole time. There is no gap in that lower back. Reach across your body, just like we did in our warm-up, across. Obliques. I want you to leave class today only having done 3 exercises, 3 rounds, and you feel your obliques a little bit later, in a good way. Like, oh yeah, I did obliques in Dara's class on Monday, that's why. In a good way. I don't want the lower back hurting, I don't want the neck hurting, I don't want the wrists hurting. I really want abs here, pressed down. So in other words, there's not even an inch in this space here, right? So with my patients or my clients in real life, I'm literally here with my hands. I'm like, nope, there better not be a space. Now again, if that's really hard for you to do this version, right? Keeping it closer, more controlled. The further away you go, again, if you wanted to make this even harder, you could have your weights in your hand. You could have the ball you're passing from your hand to your feet, right? Like a pike or a reverse pike. So exhale, squeeze. Let's do a few more and then we have our hollow body hold. That's our third move. We're gonna just circuit through these 3 times. You can also just do the legs here. If you're like, you know what, this is just hard to keep my back pressed down. Just do the legs. 2 more. Just like this, 1 more, and rest. Hollow body hold is our last move. Again, challenging move. Press the lower back down on the exhale. Squeeze it down. Level 1, 30-second hold here. level 2, level 3, level 4. So the lower you go, the harder it is. Again, pick your level, but your lower back better be glued to the floor the whole time, right? So get ready. Let's start that off in 3, 2, 1. Hold 30 seconds. Chin is tucked in, rib cage is down. These are hard, guys. This is not beginner. This is challenging. This should feel like deep core, deep core. I'm breathing. My abs are engaged. My rib cage is pressed down. My lower back is pressed down. I'm creating stability. That is what this is about, stability in life. Protect your lower back. Be more efficient in your sports. This, locked in. In 2, 1, rest. Shake it out. Back to those bicycle crunches. We're not taking a break. Not today. We got stuff to do today. Let's get back into it. Again, to get a stronger core, more ab definition, more efficient in our running, our biking, our sports, hockey, swimming, whatever, stabilizing, protecting our lower back. You don't need a million hours and a million planks. Be efficient, but be effective. What am I working on? A little bit of stability work, our holds, and a little bit of movement and dynamic stuff like these, right? Couple times a week, if you take my class, that's a great start to build that foundation, right? Or choose your own, right? You can do your own thing. Keep going. Round 2, we've only got 3 rounds, so we're in round 2. Now we're gonna stretch, and that's it. And you guys can grab that guide. I'm gonna go over more of the core exercises in that guide as well as the breath work, some self-mobilization tools, tips if you've got lower back pain. That's all in there. Grab it. It's in my bio, in the caption. Keep going. And twist, and twist, and twist for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Rest. V-ups. Center yourself. This is the center. Press down. Lower back is pressed down. I'm engaged. I'm contracted here. Deep. Reach. Reach. This is a challenging circuit today. Whichever version of these you're doing, make this perfect. This. I'm not arching my lower back. I'm breathing. I'm contracting. I'm getting full range of motion. Whatever version you're doing, if you're doing this one, that's okay too. Lots of ways to work on those obliques, that deep core. Breathe. Make sure you're breathing, right? So we want to have that ab control on, like when we're playing our sports. But breathing, gotta breathe, right? Gotta breathe. That diaphragm, that's the upper part of your core, your pelvic floor. That's the bottom, locked in. But they're all muscles, they need to work. Reach. Last few, then we're gonna do our hollow body hold. Then we've got our last round, and then we're almost done, right? Easy peasy. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Relax. Hollow body hold 30 seconds, or as long as you can hold it, whatever version you can hold it. Whatever version, lock in. Make it strong, solid, safe. Get ready in 3, in 2. Set it up, hollow body hold, lift, hold it 30 seconds. Round 2. Lower back is glued to the floor. Super glued, not even an inch here. Tight, 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 tight. This should feel challenging, right? Whatever version you're doing. Got 10 seconds, guys. And we've got our last round. In 3, in 2, keep it pressed down. My abs are tired today. And rest. Last round. Last round should be as good as your first, right? We don't space out. We're staying locked in. Get that. Where am I working? Here. Obliques, bicycles, belly button. That's my center, my axis of rotation. Folks, the more you focus on that muscle group, the reality is you'll probably get better engagement. So if you're like, oh yeah, my abs, my obliques, I want to see them pop more, get stronger. Think about it. Where am I working? That is that mind-body connection, and it is real. Pay attention, understand, what am I working? Where am I working? How am I working? How can I get the most range? How can I get the most out of those obliques? Reaching across, extending the legs. Last round, stay in it. We're almost done. Keep going. 10, 9, let's add some speed. 8, 7, 6, 5, almost done. 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Breathe. The ups, legs extend. Again, on the exhale, I'm gonna press my lower back down. Nice, stay here and reach. I like to have my hands behind my head for this one, just because my neck gets a little bit of fatigue with these. So just be kind to your neck. You don't wanna finish core class with all you're feeling is your neck is hurting, right? That's not the point. So tuck the chin in, that will help to stabilize your neck. You can also think about pushing your head back into your hands. That will also help, ironically, to reduce some pressure on your neck if you kind of push, actively push back. Or have your hands here, right? Just support your head. Or just do the legs, right? Again, here, I'm still thinking about the same thing. It's when the leg lowers that back wants to arch. Do not let that happen. Abs is what's gonna lock you in, right? And just breathe. You don't need to breathe at a specific time for these. Just breathe, guys. Just breathe. Let's do 4 more. Reach. 3. Reach. 2. Last one. Relax. Hollow body hold. We are almost done with class. We're gonna stretch after this, go over a couple minutes. I started late. Get ready, locked in, hold it 30 seconds, last one. Make it count. Hold, hold, hold. Rib cage is down, abs are tight. Strong. More than halfway. We're gonna finish with some stretching. Keep holding. 3, 2, relax, shake it out. Whew. Reach to opposite ends of the room. Give your abs a little stretch. We did all this crunchy, tightening stuff. Lengthen, get some length, reach. Just like we started off class with, where we reach to the sky. I want you to reach to opposite ends. Get some length in your spine. Healthy joints, healthy spine, elongate. Think long, right? Open everything up. Let's just stretch. Modify as needed. So I'm just gonna take you guys through a really quick cool down here, but just listen to your body, right? If you need to modify any of these, please do so. This should all feel really good on your body. Rock the knees side to side, little massage for the lower back, nice and gentle, nice and mellow, nothing crazy. Releasing tension. Hug that right knee into your chest, let the left leg go long. Shake that left leg out, release, shake, 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 shake. Hug that right knee in, roll the ankles and toes around, get those ankles and healthy feet, right? Gotta have nice supple joints in the toes and the feet, roll them around. Roll that hip around. Just seeing how the hips are feeling. Hips, that is the base of your pelvis. If those hips don't move, you're also gonna stress out your lower back. So get those hips moving. Get them moving. Supple joints. We want joints that move really well and muscles that are strong. You need all of it to protect your body, to stay nice and healthy as you get older. If you want to do more sports, life, bring that knee across your body. Find the angle on you that just feels like a good stretch. So it could be here, could be here, could be up higher. Little butt stretch, maybe IT band. If you rotate more off the mat, maybe into the lower back if that feels good. Open out the right arm, nice little chest, pack rib cage stretch. Head goes wherever it feels comfortable, shake it out. Releasing any tension in the neck or the jaw or the shoulders, let it go. Slow down the breath. Exhale out through the mouth. And then when you're ready, come back to center, take your time. Let's do a figure 4 stretch. Again, if you've got any other stretches that feel good, please go for it. Add in your own. Modify as needed. If you like, thread the needle, reaching through. This should just feel like a nice hip opener on that right hip. Glutes, hamstrings, inner thigh, whatever. Maybe lower back. Roll the shoulders, releasing tension. Let it go. Noticing if you have any tension anywhere else. Maybe shaking the head out. Slowing down the breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale it out through the mouth. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, and then that is it for today. Unwrap that right leg, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Hug that left knee in, give it a good squeeze. We're going to roll that hip around, get into that left hip as well. Just noticing, how does my right side feel versus my left? Does anything feel different, tighter? This is your chance to kind of work through all those little things yourself, right? I would normally do this in PT. I'll be like, okay, how does the left side feel versus the right? This is your opportunity to just kind of check in with your own body. Is this hip tighter? Is my back tighter? My knees, whatever. And then bring that knee across your body, same thing. Find the angle that just feels right to you, right? Everyone's gonna look different doing this. I always tell my patients, you're gonna look different because your body is different. We're all built differently. You're beautiful just the way you are, but we are all different, right? Some of us are tall, short, tighter here, looser there. So find that knee angle where it just feels like a good stretch for you, right? Maybe it's here, maybe you're more over, maybe you're higher, whatever. Opening that left arm out if that's comfortable to get a nice stretch in the chest, ribcage, pec, going all the way across this line. I'm going all the way across the body, just opening up everything on that left diagonal line. Head goes wherever it feels comfortable. Breathing, inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Sink deeper into that stretch. We're going to finish with our figure 4 stretch on the left side. Reaching through. We are almost done. We really just have one more move. We're going to finish in seated. Just with a reminder of posture, just some things you guys can take with you through the rest of your day. Just reminding ourselves of alignment. Alignment. It's not about perfect posture. It's just about alignment, keeping things nice and aligned, your body healthy, not sitting, slouching all day if we can avoid it, right? Just getting a little bit of that posture reminder. Last few breaths here. Roll the shoulders. Let go of any tension. One more breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Shoulders out of your ears. Let all that tension go. Unwrap that left leg. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Meet me on your side. Prop yourself up into seated. Let's just finish with that tall spine. You can sit however you want. You don't need to sit cross-legged. Whatever works for you. Think about ears over shoulders. Again, alignment. That is just normal alignment. Ears over shoulders. Maybe tuck the chin in a little bit, right? Inhale, reach to the sky, crown of the head to the ceiling, just like we started off class with. Exhale it out. One more time. Inhale. Tuck the chin, crown of the head to the ceiling, ears over shoulders. Get long, get tall, supple, healthy spine. Exhale it out. That is it for today. Thank you guys so much for coming. Join me every week live for classes. Subscribe to the channel to get notifications. If you've got lower back issues, grab my free guide. Take care of your bodies. I will see you guys next time.